basketball fans witnessed something unforgettable the night Philippines faced Korea. It wasn't just another game. It wasn't just another rivalry. It was a battle that tested heart, pride, and belief. At one point, the scoreboard told a painful story. Philippines was down by 17 points. Korea looked unstoppable, knocking down threes, controlling the pace, and silencing every attempt at a comeback. The crowd grew quiet. Body language on the court looked defeated. Analysts were already counting Gilas Pilipinas out. 17 points against a disciplined, experienced Korean squad. In a high-pressure game, for most teams, that's the moment where hope fades. But this team refused to fold. They refused to let the game slip away. What followed was not just a run, it was a statement. It's possession by possession. Stop by stop. Shot by shot, the energy shifted. The belief returned. The arena transformed. And by the final buzzer, what once looked impossible had become historic. This wasn't just a comeback. This was resilience. This was pride. This was Philippines basketball at its finest. From the opening tip-off, Korea came out with intensity and precision. Their offense was sharp, disciplined, and ruthless. Every possession looked calculated. Crisp ball movement, smart spacing, quick decision-making. It didn't take long before the scoreboard began to tilt heavily in their favor. Korea's guards pushed the pace, attacking early in transition before the Philippine defense could even settle. Their shooters found rhythm quickly, knocking down three after three. Every time Gilas tried to answer, Korea responded immediately. It felt like they had all the momentum. On the defensive end, Korea applied suffocating pressure. Passing lanes were cut off. Driving lanes were clogged. Philippine ball handlers were forced into tough shots and rushed decisions. Turnovers began to pile up. Missed open looks only added to the frustration. Midway through the second quarter, the gap widened. 8 points became 12, then 15, then 17. The energy in the arena shifted. Korean players celebrated confidently. Their bench was on its feet. Meanwhile, the Philippines looked shaken, head slightly down, communication less vocal. The crowd, once roaring, grew quieter with each Korean basket, 17 points down, against a team executing almost perfectly at that moment. It looked like Korea had complete control of the game. The tempo was theirs. The confidence was theirs. The momentum was theirs. And the Philippines needed something, anything, to change the story. Every historic comeback has a moment. A spark. A play that changes everything. For the Philippines, that spark came when they finally stopped playing not to lose and started playing to fight back. It began with defense. A crucial steal at midcourt. A fast break layup. The crowd reacted. Loudly at first, but enough to bring energy back into the building. On the next possession, a contested stop, then a strong rebound. Suddenly there was urgency. The Philippine coach called a timeout, making key adjustments. The defensive pressure increased. Rotations became sharper. The players started communicating again. Hands were active, feet were moving, body language changed completely. Then came the shot that truly shifted momentum, a deep three-pointer from beyond the arc. Nothing but net. The bench exploded. The crowd stood up. Korea, for the first time in the game, looked uncomfortable. Confidence started to build. Instead of forcing shots, the Philippines moved the ball patiently. They attacked mismatches, drove aggressively to the rim. They earned trips to the free throw line. 17 points didn't disappear instantly. But the gap slowly began to shrink. 17 became 14.14, became 11, and suddenly, Korea wasn't playing freely anymore. They were looking over their shoulders. Their shots became rushed. Momentum's less crisp. Momentum, that invisible force in basketball, officially changed sides, and the belief inside the Philippine squad was growing stronger with every possession. Once the momentum shifted, the Philippines didn't just chip away at the lead, they attacked it. The defense tightened like a vice. Every Korean possession became a battle. Contest after contest. Hands in faces, bodies diving for loose balls. The intensity was completely different from the first half. This was no longer a team trying to survive, this was a team hunting. A powerful drive to the rim, cut the lead to single digits. The crowd erupted. You could feel belief spreading across the arena like wildfire. Korea tried to respond with a three. It rimmed out. Another layup. Suddenly, it was a 7-point game. The bench was alive. Players were standing, waving towels, shouting instructions. The communication on defense was loud and aggressive. Every stop felt like a victory. Every basket felt like a punch. Then came another huge moment. A corner three under pressure. Swish. Now, it was just a 4-point game. Korea began to show cracks. Their once smooth offense looked rushed. Turnovers crept in. Missed free throws hurt them. The confidence they had built early in the game was slowly fading. Meanwhile, the Philippines looked fearless, driving hard, drawing fouls, finishing through. Contact. 17 points had vanished. What once looked impossible was now within reach, and for the first time all night. Korea looked nervous. With just minutes left on the clock, the game had completely transformed. What started as a comfortable Korean lead had become a tense, possession-by-possession war. The score was tight. Every shot mattered. Every mistake was costly. Korea tried to regain control, running isolation plays to calm the storm. But the Philippine defense refused to break. A huge defensive stop led to a transition opportunity, and a fearless pull-up jumper tied the game. The arena exploded. Tie game from 17 points down. You could see it in the players' eyes. This was their moment. Korea answered with a tough basket inside, but on the very next possession, the Philippines delivered again, a clutch three-pointer from the wing. The ball hung in the air for a split second that felt like forever, and dropped clean through the net. Lead change for the first time since. Early in the game, the Philippines were ahead. The final minute was pure drama. Korea forced a quick shot. Missed. Rebound Philippines. Fouled. To calm free throws under immense pressure. On the final Korean possession, they attempted one last desperate shot to steal the wind. Blocked. The buzzer sounded. Players in blue erupted in celebration. The bench stormed the court. The crowd roared with pride. From down 17 to a historic victory. This wasn't just a comeback. It was a statement. This wasn't just another win in the standings. This was bigger than basketball, coming back from 17 points. Now, against a disciplined Korean squad sends a message not just to Asia, but to the entire basketball world. The Philippines proved that heart, grit, and belief can overcome even the toughest situations. For years, Gilas Pilipinas has been known for passion. But in this game, they showed something deeper: mental toughness. They didn't panic when they were down. They didn't point fingers. They didn't quit. Instead, they trusted each other, trusted the system. And most importantly, they trusted that the game wasn't over until the final buzzer. This victory strengthens confidence moving forward. It builds chemistry. It creates identity. When a team survives a comeback like this, it changes them. It builds championship mentality. Young fans watching this game will remember it for years. Veterans will use it as motivation. Opponents will. Think twice before celebrating too early against the Philippines again, because now, one thing is clear. No lead is safe. Not against a team that refuses to surrender. This game will be remembered as one of the most resilient performances in Philippine basketball history, a reminder that pride and belief can turn the impossible into reality. A 17-point deficit against a strong Korean team. In a high-pressure matchup, and yet the Philippines found a way. This wasn't just skill. This wasn't just strategy. This was heart. This was unity. This was belief when nobody else believed. Historic comebacks aren't just about scoring runs, they're about character. And on this night, Gilas Pilipinas showed the character of champions. So, the question is, was this the greatest comeback in Philippine basketball history? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more epic basketball stories, because moments like this remind us why we love the game. This wasn't just a win, it was history.